Hey guys, Sunday here, bringing you another audio commentary, and I don't know why I'm saying another. It's been so long, and this feels weird to actually do this. I'm surprised, but hopefully I'm not too bad at this anymore. But yeah, I was so busy with tennis. I was playing about 3 hours a day for high school tennis, and then some tournaments I was playing in. Yeah, we just wrapped up state, and I'm just wrapping up school, so I have a lot of free time. But yeah, state, we actually took second place. Little bummed about that. And yeah, and then I played a tournament a couple weeks ago for tennis and actually took second place as well. So I really think I'm turning into the stork of tennis, and I'm not too excited about that. But let's not worry about my bad tennis play. Let's worry about the game we have right here. This is for the Esports International KOTH. I'm King of the Hill here. This should be a lot of fun, really, just for amateur players, or not even amateur. They're really good players, actually, just to be able to get them some recognition and have their games commentated by me. And yeah, so today, basically, let me explain how this works real quick. We have 4 player groups, and then how it worked, though, is one player was assigned a leader, and then they chose who they wanted to play, and it just kept going, and then we got into 4-player groups, and I think there's like 6 groups, I want to say. And the winner of every group will go to the final tournament. And that's how that works. And so this is don't have exactly right in front of me what group it's from, but they're all best out of 3s. I'll tell you what group it is in the next game when I have the information in front of me. But yeah, this is between ESC.Yayba, the Protoss player, and Kenzy from Team BW here is the Zerg player in the bottom right. So Kenzy's in the bottom right, the Zerg player, and then we have Yayba in the top left here, and we are seeing actually a gateway go down here for Yayba, so we aren't going to see the standard Forge fast expand here. That actually does surprise me a little bit, just because it's such a common build. It's very possible build on this, although with early Zealot, you might try to put some early Zealot pressure on, but with the quick assimilator up here, we're just going to probably see one gate tech here. He's going to get a couple Zealots probably sticking on the ramp to stop the Lings here, but definitely not 2-gate, definitely not all in here or anything from Yayba here. Alright, so this probe's going to be able to do a little harassment. Going to be able to stop this drone from producing for just a moment here, until, yeah, here come the Lings, so that should be able to clean up that probe. Basically, Yayba's in the situation right now going 1-gate tech. He needs to keep the scouting probe alive, but with these Lings out, it could be hard, and he's going for it all, trying to stop that drone, and he's actually going to lose the probe in the process here, and probably now I'm thinking he was already going to go Corsairs, 1-gate Corsair, but I'm not exactly sure what he was thinking, but now with losing that early probe, I think he's going to have to. So here comes some Lings. He does have the Zealot on the ramp, but now the Zealot out, so 2 Zealots on the ramp, obviously going to be able to hold that off. That's the great thing about 1-gate tech. It's all possible because the Zealots on ramps, they're so strong on ramps. They just chop away at Lings and make for some very easy kills. But hopefully Kenzy won't try a run by on a ramp like that. So Kenzy's just going to kind of sit outside, stop probes from scouting right now, because right now he knows he can keep his opponent in the dark here. So we do have the pylon going off in the off position. This is probably going to note that he is going to go for the Stargate here. Overlord coming in here. Probably wants to get out here before the anything could kill this. He wants to keep that Overlord alive as possible. Yeah, I think the Stargate's going to come up here. And yes, it is going to be a Stargate. So one thing to note about 1-gate tech is that you can do some Overlord hunting with your Corsairs because they're going to come out so early. But with the 2-hatch play here that we are seeing from Kenzy, hopefully he should be able to have Hydras out in plenty of time to deal with these Corsairs here. So we got the hatchery going down. Hatchery just pops up. Drones transferring. Nice timing here. And he's just going to have to macro up. He can keep his opponent in the dark until the Corsair. That is nice here. That Dragoon's going to come over, and hopefully this Overlord is going to make it out. That'd be kind of a bummer to leave. This Overlord's day might end quickly. His time in StarCraft Brood War might end. And yeah, I think he's actually going to lose this, and that is a bummer. Yeah, not perfectly timed here from Kenzy. That's not a huge deal, but that's nothing that's not a great start, I guess you could say. But not a big deal. We do see Citadel going out here, so we are going to probably see some Corsair and some DT harassment. He might completely go Corsair DT with double Stargate, but I'm not exactly sure as of yet here. He's going to push out. He's actually going to leave 2 Zealots on the ramp and while pushing out to stop any Lings from wrapping back around and going up, and that is actually a pretty neat play here. Pretty smart play here by Yayba. And now he's going to try to push on the front door and do a little pressure here. Sunken Colony going up here, and Hopefully the sunken colony, it's not going to be up complete. It should be up in time here, and he should be able to hold this off with a couple lings. More lings on the way, possibly. I would hope so. Corsair on the way here to do some harassment here. And yeah, Hydralisk should be out quickly, considering the Hydralisk den. Yep, the Hydralisks are out. He should be able to hold off this without too much damage. Dragoon going to come in here, shoot on the Overlord, realize he's outnumbered, especially with the Zealots he has at home. He's definitely outnumbered here, and he's going to have to back off here. Overlord not going to go down, hopefully, for Kenzy's sake, if he can. Oh, wow. Is it going to go? Hydra is so slow, I swear. They need to open their eyes, and they need to run, man. They need to train, condition a little bit. They're so slow here. Corsair's going to come in. Basically, he's going to try to get as many Overlord kills as possible. Although, if he can't get Overlord kills, then he's going to have to settle for the scouting, which is so needed, of course, in PvZ. Citadel is up, though. Templar Archives is up, so we are... definitely going to see some DT harassment here on it. Is it making right now? Yeah, DT's already in the making here, and I'm excited to see how he's going to be able to do. So he's going to put some cannons down here, and take this expansion. Probably going to see some pretty defensive play here from Yayba with the DT harassment, and just going to be able to see what he can do, bunker up a little bit here and play safe until he can get that third expansion with the gas, and then Protoss becomes so strong. It can be a nightmare for other races here, especially the Zerg. And we do see some more Corsairs coming in here. He's going to try to pick off Overlords. Plenty of Hydralisks being produced here, so I'm happy that Kenzy's not losing too many Overlords here. I think he's only lost that one, which is very, very good for his case here. And Corsair's coming in. Not going to be able to do too much. He's keeping his Overlords right with this Hydralisk here, and they should be stopped or kept to a minimal here. Is that Overlord? Oh, he loses the Corsair. A little careless here. Loses both. Yayba. He didn't even get that Overlord. Yayba, I'm disappointed here. He went for it all. Got a little greedy there. Hydralisks do take down Corsairs pretty effectively here. I'm not exactly sure what he's going for. He does have this DT over here, and he's probably going to wait for Kenzy to move out before he wraps around here. This could be a smart play. He needs drone kills. That's probably the whole point. I mean, that is the whole point of why he's going Corsair DT. We are seeing the tech to layer here. But yeah, I mean, this DT is going to wrap around. It's going to check. It's going to delay that drone if he was taking a third expansion, although we aren't seeing him do that yet. And this DT here comes in for Yayba. This could just be the decoy, though, but he needs to run that away. He's going to lose that. Not too smart there. Runs right into the Hydras and with the Overlords here. But this DT right here, this sneaky DT might be the reason Yayba takes an economic lead in this game here. He's already in a good situation, but he could be in a great situation if he could get some drone kills. But we are seeing Kenzy push on the front door. He has a lot of Hydralisks here. He's going to back off here, but I think he could go in and actually do some damage here. He has some cannons, but he doesn't have enough Zealot support. High Templar with Storm, obviously this could help, but I think he needs to produce a couple more Zealots here. Probably throw up another gateway. Is he still only going off that one gateway? I'm expecting more gateways to be on the way, but still losing those early Corsairs didn't help here. This DT got in here, and oh my gosh, I had it, and then I clicked away, sorry. But I didn't do too much damage. It died right here. Not a lot of drone kills. I don't think. Maybe a couple. But bigger news is that Kenzy's pushing on the front door here with a lot of Hydralisks here. He needs to land a Storm. Zealot's a little late here. Getting hit before they even get there. Storms going off. Nice Storms. More reinforcements flooding the scene, though. So this could be bad for Yayba here. And Kenzy's in a great situation to put some pressure on. He's going to hold this off. But more Hydralisks flooding the scene here. And yeah, he's going to be able to put some pressure on if he can just avoid those and wrap around the back. I think that's what he's going to do here. Just go out where the cannons can't hit him. And yeah, these probes are going down very, very quickly here. He's going to be able to get a lot of probes here, disrupt mining here, and I'm definitely going to be worth it here for him. Yeah, he's going to have to transfer these probes back to his main base. Yayba should be able to clean this up momentarily, but only High Templar, so he only can Storm. So nice job for Kenzy to separate these Hydras and make every Storm only take out 1 or 2 Hydras here. And the Archon being warped, this is interesting. I mean, this would be pretty good micro. Hydras are good against Archons, but with only 3 Hydras, this DT is going to come out. This should be able to clean it up. It is going to be able to clean it up. Oh, wow. Kenzy's quick on his feet. He's going to run back out here and get out of here with the 1 Hydralisk. Smart play here to not lose them all. But yeah, I mean, that was definitely worth it. That did put some pressure back on, disrupted mining, and it really, more importantly, it gave him time to pick up that 3rd expansion, and that's exactly what he wanted to do here. And oh my gosh, I need to get in commentating shape. I'm dying here and I don't have water. Our All right, so Hydralisk, more and more Hydralisk being produced here. And that's basically just, we are going to see basically a couple more hatcheries go up and just more and more Hydras, and just going to try to outproduce, out macro his opponent right here. And finally, these gateways going up here. And he's going to be able to produce, he has a couple High Templars, has an Archon out. The Archon's probably going to be completely pointless, but he's going to have to play very, very defensive here for a second until he can get the third expansion. But really, more importantly, until he can mass produce. Zealots are going to come out here. Speed upgraded and +1. Yeah. +1, but is that all we're going to see for the DT harassment? We aren't going to see Corsair DT after all. He didn't. I think after he lost those first couple Corsairs, he's like, screw that. I'm going to play this more standard, and I think that's